Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Blackhammer 2021. Wait, hold on. Let me try it again. Oh, I think it's too bright. Well, they're right here. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is wait, hold on. Let's see if that works. All right. As I said, this is Mr. Blackhammer 2021. Um, I'm gonna make a. I was supposed to do this review yesterday. I was supposed to do the Backlash pay-per-view yesterday, but I'm gonna do it now. I'm going to do a Monday Night Raw review that's happening right now. Monday, a WWE Backlash review that happened last night on Saturday. Saturday, May 8th, the WWE Backlash pay-per-view, the premium live event in Puerto Rico. I will talk about that. But first, I will say this my video is sponsored by JD from New York, Solomon, Good Mike Work Commentary, Just Alex, Wrestle Talk, Wrestling Reserve, Fightful Pro Wrestling, and all the other podcasters who do these reviews on wrestling. Now, um, I will talk about that. Um, I think I think I'll make this live stream about maybe 30 or 40 minutes. We'll see how long it goes. I hope it doesn't go that long. As you see, I turn on the light so y'all can see me. Now, I will go through the pay-per-view and I'll talk about the news and rumors. Now, first I want to talk about Monday Night Raw. As you guys know, that Monday Night Raw is on tonight. It's live right now. Now we did get the tournament to see who's going to be the new World Heavyweight Champion. They announced 12 people in this tournament. Uh, the first three were Seth Rollins, Nakamura, and Damian Priest. That was tonight in a triple threat match. As predicted, Seth Rollins did win. He won that, and the second triple threat match in the first round of the tournament with Cody Rhodes, Finn Balor, and The Miz. And as predicted, Finn Balor won because Cody Rhodes got screwed because of Brock Lesnar. He screwed them, so they will continue their feud going into Night Champions. And then we are going to get Seth Rollins and Finn Balor tonight. I assume in the main event or later in the show. I assume that's going to happen. And then we got two other matches that went 2 minutes. We had Otis and Ali that went 2 minutes. Rhea Ripley, she's still a SmackDown Women's Champion. She wrestled Daniel Brooke in another match that was 2 minutes, a 2 minute squash. It might have gone 90 seconds. I don't know. It was awful. It was a waste. But anyway, I might as well talk about the pay per view. Like I said, WWE Backlash 2023 in Puerto Rico on May. Yeah, it was on May 7th. Yeah, no, it was on May 6th. Yeah, May 6th because they May 8th. Yeah, May 6th. So yeah, so I thought it was a great pay per view. It was a lot of good matches, a lot of highlights. There were 7 matches on the show. The best match was Bianca Belair and Io Sky. That was a great opener for the pay per view. Seth Rollins and Omos. Yes, even Omos had a good match. That may have been Omos' best match in his entire career in WWE. Ain't been the main roster for like 2 years, but he had a good match with Seth Rollins, and I think it was one of his best performances. Seth Rollins won. We had a good triple threat United States title match with Bobby Lashley, Austin Theory, and Bronson Reed, and a pretty good match. We also had Rhea Ripley defend her title against Zelina Vega, and a pretty good match. It was short, but I'm not the biggest Zelina fan, but I thought that Vega was over at Backlash. She had a big pop, a big ovation from the crowd when she came out to her entrance. She had a nice attire. She wore the Captain America. She wore some kind of like American symbol. She had a pretty good attire. Rhea had a nice attire. It was a pretty good match. It was short. Rhea did retain as predicted. And then we had Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest in a street fight. That was the best thing on the show. Oh, what? Um, that was the best thing on the show. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest saved the show. That was awesome. I think it should have main evented, because seeing how it ended with Carlito, he made a return to WWE. And then we had that other guy, Santos Vega. Then we had Legado. After Bad Bunny won, they celebrated with LWO and Carlito. It was great. It was a great moment. The crowd was into it. The crowd loved it. The hype, the build, the storytelling was great. It was phenomenal. Now, we did get the six-man match with the Bloodline, Usos, and Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens, Matt Riddle, and Sami Zayn. And a pretty good match. It might have been the longest match on the card. It felt long. They could have shortened it a little bit, but it was all about the storytelling with the Bloodline and Solo and the Usos and how it ended. They could be planting the seed for maybe Solo might turn on the Usos. Maybe the Usos may turn on Roman. Now you gotta know that Roman Reigns is showing up this Friday on SmackDown to probably address the Usos about what happened. Now, the main event of Backlash with Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar, I was not a fan looking. I was not a fan of this match. I didn't like it. I didn't care going into it. I knew this match was gonna be boring. It was gonna be shit. They still haven't given us an explanation why it's happening. Why did Brock Lesnar attack Cody Rhodes? They gave us a worth explanation a few weeks ago on Raw. I thought that was awful. But the match, I'm not into Brock Lesnar matches. It's the same old shit, same old crap. Nobody cares. Um, I thought the match went 10 minutes. The pay per view went 3 hours. It ended at 11:05. It started at 8 and ended at 11:05. That's 3 hours. Now Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes with the main event. It had to be scrapped due to time. This match did not go 15 or 20 minutes. 10 minutes was enough. The match was nothing but suplexes, F5, a Cody cutter, crossroads, and that was it. And then the ending just happened out of nowhere. It ended on a whim where Cody Rhodes won off of a roll up. Brock Lesnar had him in a Kamala lock. Cody Rhodes had to struggle to get out of it. He was in for a good amount of time, and Cody Rhodes went up and got him in a roll up and won. And he got out of the ring and celebrated, and that's how the show went off the air. But the crowd like, what? The crowd kind of shocked. Most of the crowd were dead for the man. I mean, the show kind of peaked after Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. I don't know how you don't have that main event Backlash when that's the only big match that people care about. And I think Damian Priest and Bad Bunny deserved it. Now, after Monday Night Raw tonight, as I said, I forgot to mention we did get in the NXT debut Zoe Snark. Zoe Snark is now on Monday Night Raw. She made a debut tonight. She cutting a promo. Hold on. She cutting a promo with Byron Saxton. Hopefully she gets both good. She had a confrontation with Nikki Cross. So I guess they'll do a match with those two. I don't know what they're doing with Cross. Oh yeah, I forgot Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Imperium. That's up next, like right now. That's up next right now. So yeah, that should be a good match. We do have a great tag team division, so I do look forward to seeing Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in these big matches. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about is let's see, the news and rumors. The news and rumors in WWE right now. Now, as you guys, I think I already talked about this. I did. I talked about this in my other video, but there are some teasers of. Oh, actually, wait. Now, you know, I think I'll just talk about the pay-per-view Backlash. Now, the first match, as I said, opened the show. Bianca Belair and Io Sky. It was a great opener, and the match was a classic. It was fucking awesome. I thought the match was phenomenal. There was some near falls, some big spot, highlight spot. The crowd was into it. Io Sky was over tonight in the match, and I think that it was a great match. We did see Damage Control get involved in the match. With Damage Control, they got involved in the match, and they tried to help EO win, but it didn't work. I think they're teasing Damage Control to split, and I hope they do that. I think they should break up. They get time. The crowd was really behind Io Sky. Bianca did get some boos. I heard some boos in the arena. Some people think. Some people also asked me, "Do you think that the crowd turned on Bianca?" No, I don't think so. I think they will turn on her because she's been champion for almost 400 days. I think she's broken the record of the longest woman champion in WWE history. She's also undefeated. She's undefeated at WrestleMania. She ran through everybody. She beat everybody. But her as a babyface is getting kind of stale and boring to a point where I think she should lose the title. Maybe at Money in the Bank. I think she's lose that title to someone new. I don't know what they do. Bianca been drafted to SmackDown, but she's the Raw Women's Champion. They still haven't addressed what's gonna happen with those two. Are they gonna swap? I hope that they don't swap the belt with her and Rhea. They may unify the titles and call it just the Undisputed Women's Champion. Hopefully they do that. But yeah, Bianca won with the KOD. It was a good match, great match. The second match, as I said, Omos and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins got a big pop. The crowd is really over Seth Rollins. I love it when they sing along to his theme song. Now, I would say this: it was a good match. I'm not the biggest Omos fan. We all know Omos is terrible. He sucks. There's no benefit for Omos on TV, but it was the best match. I liked it that he worked with smaller guys like this, and I hope they do that because he had a good match with Seth Rollins. He did what he could do in the match. There was a big spot. He clotheslined on Seth Rollins. He also went for snake eyes, like where he slammed against the turnbuckle, ran across the rope, and hit a big boot. It's crazy how people want to compare this man to Andre the Giant. Some people say that kind of he compared to the Undertaker because he basically did Undertaker's move, these snake eyes. So yeah. Now the ending, Seth Rollins hit 3 curb stomps on Omos. He hit 1 curb stomp. He kicked out. He hit another curb stomp. MVP tried to get involved in the match, but Seth Rollins kicked MVP off the apron, and Seth Rollins went on the top rope and hit a curb stomp from the top rope onto Omos and pinned the 1, 2, 3. I thought that was a great ending to finish the match. I thought that was great. Seth Rollins celebrated with the crowd, and that was it. Now, Omos and MVP have been drafted to free agency, so I'm making sure about agency that they want. So I don't know what they do with those two. Hopefully, it's not for a world title or any other big feud. Now, the other match was for the U.S. champion, Austin Theory, defending his U.S. title against Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed. This was another good match. The match felt once. It was pretty short. I think it went 7 minutes. I think they said the match went like 7 minutes. It was pretty quick. The match started off with Bronson Reed hitting clotheslines on Theory and Lashley. And then Theory trying to go for a suplex. Lashley countered into a suplex. And then at one point, Austin Theory and Bronson Reed trying to double team Lashley. Lashley came back, took out Theory. Him and Bronson Reed went outside. Then inside, trying to go for a hurt lock. Austin Theory reversed it. And then the ending was Bronson Reed was on the top rope, tried to jump from the top rope, hit a slam on Theory. Theory moved out of the way. Bobby Lashley comes out of nowhere, speared Bronson Reed. Austin Theory throws Lashley out of the ring, and Austin Theory pinned Bronson Reed and retains. Now this match was also predictable because you knew Theory was going to retain. Austin Theory been drafted to SmackDown with the U.S. title, so he's gonna stay on there because Gunther's on Raw with the IC title. So he'll be given some new feuds and big matches. I hope Austin Theory wrestles new people and book is in a big program because SmackDown and Raw have a great stacked mid card division. SmackDown especially. There's a lot of guys who could fit in that. Even Cameron Grimes if they post him correctly. Now, now, as I said earlier, the reason why that the triple threat match was made, it was only announced like 2 weeks ago. I mean, first, Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley were in a feud. They had a good match on Raw. They ended in the DQ. Then Austin Theory got involved. Then they did the Brawl on Raw, and then they announced the match. Now, going into it, it was way too predictable. We knew who was going to win. Austin Theory won. It was a good match. And then after that, we got, for the SmackDown Women's title, Rhea Ripley defending against Zelina Vega. Now, I'm not the biggest Vega fan. I get why some people don't like her, but she, you gotta give it to her. She put on her own. She put on a great performance. She had a big pop, a big reaction from the crowd. The crowd was really behind her. She had a nice attire, a throwback from the LWO. Um, this match was also announced 2 weeks ago on SmackDown. Now I get it. They're both from the fashion and they're both from the feud, and we are the challengers. And it's in Puerto Rico, her hometown. So you know that she wasn't gonna win. It's the hometown curse. She wasn't gonna win. Now it was a pretty good match. It was also very short, by the way. It felt less. Some of the matches felt less really. It was back and forth. The ending, she hit a riptide onto Vega, and she won. And after she lost, she got a big standing ovation from the crowd. The crowd was cheering for Vega. She got a big pop, a big standing ovation. I think for the first time in a long time, Zelina Vega is over in WWE. She's doing fine as a babyface. She was LWO. It felt emotional. She was in tears after she lost. Alright, and now after that, I say match of the night. The best thing on this show that made this show watchable was the three-fight match with Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. This match was awesome. It was a classic. It was interesting. The build was great. The storyline was great. The hype was big. I think this match should have main evented because just based on how Cody and Brock ended, that's not how you want to end the pay-per-view. I think Bad Bunny and Damian Priest should have main evented. And the match was great. We did see the LWO get involved. Jumping Dead got involved. But the thing I want to talk about is the return of Carlito. Now it's been reported by Fightful, by JD from New York, that Carlito may be coming back full time with WWE. I think Carlito gonna come back. He may come back and wrestle again. Now, 2 years ago, last time we saw Carlito in the ring was at the Royal Rumble 2 years ago, and then he wrestled on Raw. And then he wrestled on Raw. Carlito wrestled on Raw 2 years ago, and he also declined a lot offered by WWE of him wanting to wrestle. I think he should. I think they're planning to have Carlito back. I'm all for it. Carlito looked in fantastic shape. He looked great tonight. He was in fantastic shape. So I don't know what the plan is. I hope we do see Carlito more. Now, Bad Bunny did win the match, and I thought it was a good match. They did fall outside the ring later on. Bad Bunny had a great entry. He also came out with all the weapons, candle thick, trash can, steel chairs inside this carriage in this cart that he was carrying. And they did fall outside the arena. And then the ending was also great. I love it. The match was great. It should have main evented. That would have been a great way to end the pay-per-view because having Bad Bunny celebrate with Carlito and LWO was fantastic. It was phenomenal. Now after the main event, the show was pretty much. I'm like the crowd was kind of dead for the other two matches. The six-man tag was pretty much the death slot, and the main event didn't help. After this great match with Bad Bunny and Damian Priest, the crowd was pretty much. It was kind of like the last two matches were your calm down matches and weren't that good. So yeah. Um, I just like I thought it was a great match. I think the match was I think the match was phenomenal. Now after that, we did get the six-man match. Uh, the six-man match with the Bloodline, the Usos, and Solo Sikoa versus Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. This match would, I think this was the longest match on the night. It felt long. Now this match was your average match you see on Raw or SmackDown. It was every 6 minute match you see on those shows. But it wasn't about the match. It was all about the storytelling that they told at the end with the Bloodline and the Usos. They did tease Solo going at it with the Usos, where he might turn on them. They are planting seed for possibly Jimmy Uso may turn on Roman Reigns, and we'll see what happens there. But the match was, it felt long, it was pretty good. Solo got the win for a team. Now, the Usos only won because of Solo. Now, what happened on SmackDown, Solo did tell them, you'll do your part, I'll do mine. And that what happened. Now, the ending, Jey Uso tagged himself in, but then Solo, and went after Matt Riddle. And then Solo, he tapped himself in. He hit the Samoan Spike on Matt Riddle, pinned him 1, 2, 3, and that was it. And then they teased there was a big interaction with the Usos and Solo Sikoa. So they are teasing something, and as I said, the tribal chief, uh, the tribal chief Roman Reigns will be on SmackDown this Friday to probably say something about this. I guess something will happen on SmackDown. And finally, for the main event, Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. As I said, the match went 10 minutes. I wasn't interested in the match. I'm not into Brock Lesnar matches. They're the same old shit. They still didn't tell us in explanation why this match is happening. Why did Brock Lesnar attack Cody Rhodes on the Wyatt Mania? Why is this feud happening? It's happening because Cody Rhodes needs an opponent for the pay-per-view to get him back up there and challenge Roman Reigns for the WWE title and have him finish the story. The match went 10 minutes, and as I said earlier in my video, this match was nothing but suplexes. I think there were 8 suplexes in this match. There was a Cody cutter, there was an F5, Cody Rhodes hit 2 crossroads. Also, I forgot to mention, before the match started, Cody Rhodes went outside the ring and jumped on Brock Lesnar, attacked him. He hit him with a steel chair, hit him with a steel step. So I liked how the match started off. But once the match got going, once the referee rang the bell, the match was pretty much the same old shit. I don't give a shit about seeing suplexes. I'm over it. I'm over suplexity. And like I said, suplexes, F5, Cody cutter, crossroads, and Brock Lesnar had Cody Rhodes in the Kamara lock, and Cody Rhodes won off of a lavish pin, like he got him off a roll up, off of a lavish pin, and pinned Brock Lesnar in the most anticlimactic. And that's how it ended. I thought it was a shit finish, but it's a way to protect Brock Lesnar to book another match between these two. And after what we saw tonight on Raw, Brock Lesnar did cost Cody Rhodes the tournament for the World Heavyweight title, and he did challenge him at Night of Champions. Brock Lesnar had a cut on his head. He had a cut on his forehead that was stitched up. You know, Brock Lesnar was bloody in the match at Backlash, so that made him pissed off. And we are getting it at Night of Champions, and we have Saudi Arabia because Cody Rhodes needs to be an opponent. This is Cody's first Saudi Arabia match in WWE. I think Cody Rhodes will win, and they'll end this feud, and that's it. Now, after Monday Night Raw, I might as well continue on to Raw. We, I see a backstage segment with Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. All right. Oh, there's John Gargano and Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. I'm curious. And there's Dexter Lumis. I don't think Dexter Lumis talks. We have Nikki Cross and Zoe Snark. Now, this is Zoe Snark's debut match, by the way. Against Nikki Cross. I think she should win. Oh, I saw something. Congratulations on Batita's #1 worldwide. Is that the Avengers? Well, I might as well end this video. I probably should continue to talk about more. Um, okay, so right now, as I said, Monday Night Raw still on. They're recapping what happened at Backlash and the six-man tag. Where does Solo Sikoa, where does he stand in the middle of all this with the Usos? Um, I probably will end this video pretty soon. Make sure you guys hit that like button, leave a comment, please subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comment section y'all want to see more. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes and 100 views on this video. Yeah. I think we got like an hour left on Monday Night Raw, so I don't know what kind of. I think Seth Rollins and Finn Balor will main event this show, and Seth Rollins will win, and then we'll find out who's gonna win the tournament, who can win the other matches on SmackDown. So we have 3 other triple threat matches. All right. I wonder. Now they didn't. I don't know if they're gonna wrestle at Night Champions or what. Well, we do have this match with Nikki Cross and Zoe Snark. We had 2 matches that lasted less than 2 minutes. Zoe Snark comes out to Nova Yasin. Now I get it. This is her debut match, so it's her debut match on Monday Night Raw. Comes out to Nova Yasin. No one knows who she is. Is this match gonna be longer, or this gonna be short? I love how the crowd is dead silent. I actually forgot to mention that I think I don't know if I talked about this in my prediction video yesterday. I think it was Saturday, because I'm pretty sure I talked about Conor McGregor possibly teasing the match with Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. I think so, because he's been talking a lot of trash on social media about Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman, and possibly teasing the match at SummerSlam. I don't think that's gonna happen. Then that'll be. I don't know if I agree with that. A guy from UFC against Roman Reigns. I don't know. But I think I will probably end this video.